Today, you'll learn about careers that are expected to grow in the next decade. As you watch this video, complete your interactive notes. Finding the right career for you involves more than learning what you might want to do. It also involves knowing what's available. We're going to look at the job market outlook for the next decade to see which fields will have the most opportunities. Some careers, like sports, acting, and music, have way more people interested in them than there are opportunities available, while others have so few available candidates that employers have to bring in workers from other countries to fill the jobs. Some careers are less competitive than others. It pays to know the market. Even fields with lower anticipated growth rates can still present opportunities. You'll need to balance your passions, skills, and interests against marketplace realities when deciding on education and work options. In order to balance one's own passions with the realities of the market, it's important to know about job outlook. So, what is job outlook? It is a prediction of the future number of jobs based on changes in society and the economy. Careers don't stay the same over time. In colonial times, a common job was cobbler or shoemaker. Over time, changes in society affected the job outlook for cobblers. What changes in society do you think affected the job outlook for cobblers? Merchants began to import shoes from other countries. Technology and innovation automated the shoemaking process, and shoes are no longer custom made but are made on assembly lines. The job outlook for shoemakers is not strong. However, some still do exist because some people want custom made shoes. Consider a more current career in decline. Since 2003, the newspaper industry has seen a decline in revenue due to the internet. What other careers will be in decline as technology changes over the next few decades? Now let's take a look at high growth careers. So what are high growth careers? They are careers projected to have more positions available than qualified applicants to fill them over the next 10 years. Can you think of an example of a high growth career? Some include software development, sales and marketing, biomedical research, and healthcare. Why do you think it's important to know which career areas are predicted to grow? Well, it pays to be aware of the job outlook when you're trying to select a career path. Areas with healthier growth will make it easier to get a job. You're going to want to know how many of those jobs might be available when you're ready to apply, even though that might be more than 5, 6, 7, even 10 years away. Now we're going to take a look at 10 careers. Can you predict which ones are growing and which ones are declining? Okay, first we have construction laborer. Do you think that is a growing or declining career field? You guessed it. Construction labor is a growing field. The demand for construction labor is increasing. New construction and renovation of houses, schools, and businesses is on the rise. There's also a national demand for improving and replacing highways, roads, bridges, and water lines. What do you think about reporter? Is it growing or declining? You got it. It is declining. Reporters are in decline because news organizations have smaller budgets and must therefore reduce their staff. These organizations are also merging with larger companies that might already have a staff of reporters in place. Next, we have software developer. What do you think? Growing or declining? You got it, growing. Software developer is a high growth career because the demands for software are increasing. People are relying more and more on software to help organize their lives and increase their productivity. Next, we have mail carrier. Do you think that is growing or declining? You got it. Declining. The need for mail carrier is declining. Systems that automatically sort mail are being used, enabling mail carriers to focus on delivery. This means mail carriers can have longer routes and fewer carriers are needed. Next up, we have commercial diver. Do you think that's growing or declining? You got it. Growing. Commercial divers are in demand. Repairs to oil rigs damaged during hurricanes are ongoing. In addition, repairs are constantly needed to bridges and dams due to flooding. Natural disasters keep commercial divers employed. Next, we have travel agent. Do you think that is growing or declining? You got it. That is declining. Travel agent is a declining career. People have increased access to the internet and can research travel destinations on their own. They can book flights, hotels, car rentals, and activities without assistance from travel agents. Next, we have farmers and ranchers. Do you think that's growing or declining? You got it, declining. Farmers and ranchers are in decline. The agricultural industry has been producing more crops with fewer workers. In addition, the cost of running a farm has increased, which makes it difficult for small or new farms. Next, we have mathematician. Do you think that is growing or declining? You got it. That is a growing field. Mathematician is a high-growth career. As more and more data is stored on mobile devices and the web, mathematicians will be needed to analyze the data. They will need to create proof storage systems to protect the data. Next, we have machinist. Growing or declining? Yes, declining. Machinists are in decline. Complex machines can be operated by computers instead of people. Parts and instruments are also being manufactured internationally, which reduces the need for machinists in the United States. And last but not least, we have nurse. Growing or declining? You're right, nurse. The demand for nursing is expected to grow because more and more people are seeking preventative care. Also, chronic conditions such as diabetes and obesity are increasing. Finally, more services are needed as people live longer and lead more active lives in older age. Congratulations, you got all of those correct. Now, take some time to find the job outlook for a career you are interested in. You're going to go to the website provided, and this is what it's going to look like. On the top right-hand corner where it says Occupation Quick Search, go ahead and type in a career that you're interested in. Let's just see dentist, for example. Then you're going to find it here. And then this lets you know wages and employment trends. So in 2019, the average annual wage, that's a year for dentists, is $147,220. You can also search by state and zip code. In 2018, there were 5,200 dentists. And let's look at the projected growth. Between 2018 and 2028, the average is 4 to 6%, so not that much. And projected job openings in the next decade, 200. So that just gives you an idea for a career that you're interested in, the wages and employment trends. Okay, and to wrap up, there are 3 things you should consider when you think about a career. You want to consider your interests. Okay, what do you actually like to do? When you are in a career, you work for about 40 to 50 years before you retire. So you definitely want to find a career that's something that you're interested in, that you like, and that you're passionate about. Okay. Also, you want to consider your skills. There may be something that you really enjoy, but maybe it's not an area of strength for you. Okay. So what is something that you actually are good at or you think that you can learn? And then finally, the job outlook is really important to consider. Okay. Even if it's something that you really like and that you're good at, if it is not going to be in demand when you are ready to enter the workforce after college, then regardless of your interest and your skill in it, if there's no demand for it, then it might not be a good career for you to consider. Okay. Thank you for watching, and I hope you learned a lot from this video.